Well, hello, my favorite entrepreneurs. It's your girl, Erica V. And today we are going to talk about the identifying the one thing that can be costing you clients, time, and some money. Some money. All right. So, as entrepreneurs, right, it's our job to stay in business, right? And how do we stay in business? Well, we get clients. So I focus on educational selling. So I focus on clients. That means that they purchase from you more than one time. Now, if you're looking for a customer, that is just like a one time deal. So I can still help you with that. But my main focus is building a sustainable business that runs on automation. Okay, so if we haven't met yet, my name is Erica V, and I am a transformational sales strategist. And I'll tell you what that is in a minute. I have over 30 years of experience in sales and business. So basically, what I do and what my gift is to help entrepreneurs to find often overlooked areas of missed opportunity. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So my experience lies in, like I said, I've had a lot of years of experience, car sales, truck sales, nail and tanning salon, indirect sales. I can't even think of all the things. I had a restaurant. I've done so many things. Now, my corporate job was to travel to underperforming weight loss slash retail centers around the country and to figure out why they weren't selling as much as they could. So I would diagnose the issue, give them the strategy, and they would quadruple, yes, quadruple their income within about 2 weeks. And guess what? It wasn't just a one hit wonder. It would stay and they would keep growing. So that is my expertise. And that's what I'm going to share with you now. Okay. So we're going to uncover some areas where you might have a little tweak that we need to tweak. I guess that's the best way to say it. Okay, so if you're watching me, say hello and let me know where you are tuning in from. So I want to help you to I can't talk today. I want to help you to uncover these areas. And if you want to learn more about how you can fix them, I am doing a free training this evening, 8:30 Eastern Daylight Time, that I would love to invite you to, and we'll just dive deeper. But let's see if the training would even be appropriate for you. Okay, so are you in love with your product? Do you believe that your product or service can change people's lives? Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you? Hey. Do you believe that your product or service can change people's lives? Yes or no? Do you go into Messenger and message people and tell them that you have a product for them? For example, would you email or would you text someone or would you message them on social media if you were in the weight loss industry? And would you say to them, "Hi, if you're looking to lose weight, I've got the product for you. Here's my group. Hey, if you're looking to get your gut balanced, I want to talk to you about my product because my product is the best. Here's information." Are you in the beauty industry? Or do you have a hair salon, right? Are you messaging people and talking to them in the direct message about how you can help them? Yes or no? If you're doing any of these things that I just said, well, let me tell you, we need a little tweaky there. Why? Because I want you to get a piece of paper and I want you to write down how many of those messages you sent in the past month. And out of all of those messages, how many of those people purchased from you in the past month? Now, I'm sure you have your tracker, hint, so you can easily find all this information. I'm very big on tracking numbers. I'm a strategist, right? So if you can't dig up those numbers right now, I would encourage you that when we hang up to go find them. How many messages did you send? Who did you send messages to? How many of those people converted? Okay. So I call it a pothole. Okay. So I don't know where that came up with. Just one day I said, these are potholes of missed opportunity. So what could be costing you money is and time. Every time you send a message telling someone about your product and you didn't even know if they were interested and you just like telling them how great it is. Well, if they didn't purchase, well, that cost you time, didn't it? It costed you time. You sent out messages to people that you didn't know if they were interested. That's time. You focused your energy on these people who might not even be your target market. And do you know what that did? It took you away from the people who were your people, took you away from them. This is costing you money. So your messaging, okay, if these people are not turning into clients, your messaging may need to be tweaked. Okay. Now, I'm a big component of finding out what people want before I open my mouth and tell them what I have to offer. Okay. Let me say that again. I am a big advocate, let's say, for before I tell people about my product, finding out if they're interested. It is so backwards from what many of you are taught. Many of you are taught, let me know, say an amen if I'm hitting the nail on the head. Many of you are taught to message people and tell them that you're in a challenge because they need to buy from you because you're in a challenge, and you're being taught that people want to support people who are in a challenge. Maybe you are taught that your product is the best and everybody has hair or everyone's got a gut and they're going to need your product. So you need to go out there and message people and tell them how great your product is just in case they were interested in purchasing. Okay, so I think that that is a lot of wasted opportunity. That is a lot of wasted time, and you're actually turning people off. So earlier, let me see, last week, I get these messages a lot. Okay. And I call people out and I try to help them. I got a message. I don't know if this man joined my group or not, but I'm here to help. Okay. And he said to me in the message that if I was interested in losing weight, that he had a program for me. And so I said, "Oh, do you think I need to lose weight?" I think I said, like, "Are you calling me fat?" "Oh, no, no, no. I didn't mean to upset you." But I said, "You didn't upset me. My point is maybe find out what I'm interested in before you tell me what I need." Because my blessing method that I've created, my 5 steps to simple sales, is being a blessing to others. You know, so I invited him to the group and I said, I can teach you a better way, a more effective way to gain more clients. So I would tell you that if you are messaging people and just assuming that they want to lose weight, just assuming they have problems with their gut, just assuming that they're unhappy with their face or their hair or whatever, you are turning people off. Number one. Number two, how do you go from there? Here's the next one. Let me know if this resonates for you. Do you find it awkward? Like, oh my gosh, I've got these people in Messenger who kind of said they might be interested, or I've got this person I want to talk to, but I'm not sure what words I can use to get them to hold an appointment with me. It feels all awkward and spammy, and I'm just like, I'm so caught up in this, I don't know what to do. Well, you're putting energy into it, so you are sucking up time trying to figure out the magic words to say. Well, does anyone resonate with that? What if I could clear that up for you? Imagine this. You'd never have to struggle with what words to say because you're simply going to find out what they're interested in. Once you know what they're interested in, how easy is it now, if you're in educational selling like me, to then transition to, oh, great. I see you wanted help with XYZ. I'd love to chat with you about it. Is today or tomorrow better? How easy is that? See, do you know why it's easy? Because I led with a heart of service versus leading with my product and blah, blah, blah. This is why you need it. You must find out what people want, and your life will be so much easier. The words will come flowing because your heart is on service. You won't have to worry about being tongue tied and coming across spammy. All you're doing is serving others. You'll be able to spend less time in Messenger, less time on email, less time everywhere in your life, and you're going to gain the people who want to talk to you. How does that sound to you? Okay, so we talked about our messaging, right? Okay, we talked about getting appointments. Okay, so now let me ask you this. Are people scheduling appointments with you? Are you having what we're called discovery calls or sales calls, or maybe you're having online events and you're showing up and you're so excited because you know if they would just try your magic solution, or they would purchase your course, or they would hire you as a coach. You know the transformation that is going to take place in their life. So you're so excited and you tell them all about it. And at the end, they say, I need to think about it. Now's not a good time. I've already started XYZ. Maybe later. You know what? I got to think about it. Okay. Or I can't afford it. Does anyone ever hear these? These are called objections. After you've presented, are you hearing these words? And if you are, I'm here to tell you that that means that you've spent a lot of time or wasted a lot of time, your time and their time, presenting on a product or solution, and they didn't understand why they should buy it. If you are not closing the sale at a higher rate, closing the sale means the money is changing hands. Then there is a pothole. Okay. That means you didn't know what they were interested in before you started talking, or they just didn't see it. You weren't using words that resonated with them for them to say, yes, I want that magic bottle of yumminess. Okay. So do you understand where I'm coming from? We need to shorten the amount of words that are coming out of our mouth. We need to focus only on serving people, because every time you get on a sales call or a discovery call, or you hold an event online or in person, and you are not making money at the end, because that is why you're doing these, right? You're not doing all these out of solely the kindness of your heart. You want to transform people's lives, right? But they need to be buying your product or service. So every time you show up and they don't purchase, that was time wasted, wasn't it? Okay. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that we are only, write this down, only big letters, talking to people who are interested. Okay. Do you know what this is going to do for your business? It is going to, number one, take this weight off of your shoulders. Are any of you a parent? Or been around children? Have you seen that going head to head where you're just trying to get that child, I don't know, maybe just to put their stinky socks in the hamper? And it's a power struggle. And it's exhausting for all parties, even the ones watching it. That's almost like what it's like if you are constantly talking to people who are not interested in your product or service. They're irritated. Okay. You're irritated because you don't understand why they're not buying from you. And then, you keep showing up and doing the same thing over and over and over because you just think, oh, if I could just get in front of this other person, I know everything will be all right. Listen, y'all, we got to tweak some things. Okay. We got to tweak some things, and I can help you to simplify it. Imagine this, your next appointment that you have. You find out what they want before they even book the appointment. You're prepared. You get on that call or that Zoom or Facebook Live or whatever, and you speak to the way they want to hear. Okay. I don't know if that's the way you would word it, but you're talking to them and they're like, yes, that is what I want help with. She gets me, or he gets me. And at the end, you tell them it's like $1,027.63. We take payment plans, layaway or pay in full. Which one would you like? And they're like, payment plans, tell me about it. And you're like, okay, this is it. And they give you their credit card. And it was fast. It was fast. Okay, so I've given you 3 things. There's one more thing I want to talk to you about. Okay. Now, hear me out, y'all, because we're besties. We're besties. We're besties. Okay. So are you spending a lot of time building rapport? Are you spending a lot of time trying to get people to like you, trying to get people to trust you before you bring up your product or service? So are you investing a lot of time, which I call on the front end, okay? Trying to build a relationship, knowing darn well that the reason you're doing this is because you want to talk to them about your product or service. You've invested all of this time. Remember, time invested in one area is taken from another. So now you've done all this, and you believe in your heart that this person is going to be your client. Now, finally, the day comes where you've gained the confidence. You feel like the time is right for you to say, hey, I'm not sure if I told you, but I sell this fabulous weight loss water, blah, blah, blah. And what do they say? Oh, yeah, I tried that. I was allergic. Or they say, oh, yeah, I use that. I drink it every day. And you're like, oh my gosh, I just invested 6 weeks or 6 months of my time building up my courage to make sure I wasn't going to come across spammy or salesy, to finally bring it up just to be told they can't use it or they already use it. So the reason I'm bringing this up is I did that too before. There was times where I've told you guys before I swayed away from my process because I thought, oh, these people look like they're doing better than me. I'll just copy what they do. And I did. And it just dug into this hole. And this is what would happen. I no longer do that. I went back to what was working. Wouldn't you like to know? Tell me yes. Tell me yes or no. Wouldn't you like to know early on if this person would be a good fit for you? Of course, you can go on to still have a rapport with them and still have a relationship, but you want to invest your time with the people who want to purchase from you. Again, let me say this. The reason you're in business is to change people's lives and for you to make money. And if you keep giving everything for free, I mean your time. You keep giving your time away, trying to help all these people who are unwilling to buy from you or they don't want to. They don't see the value. You're not going to be in business for a long time. Okay. So what if we could shorten this up? What if we could shorten it up? Okay. So you're still going to have a report. You're still going to have all these things, but it's going to be fast. You know why you're still going to have a rapport without waiting 6 weeks and 6 months? Because you asked questions. You asked questions and you found out what was on their heart and what they were interested in. I don't know about you guys, but I appreciate it when people ask me what I want to know. I don't like it when people push stuff on me and tell me what I should be thinking or what I need. Maybe ask me if I'm interested, ask me, like, do you want help with this? What do you use already? I want to know that they value my time. What do you guys think about that? Okay. Tell me your thoughts. Would you like to know that when you're showing up on Zoom or your appointments, that these people are interested? Would you like to know that at the end of the appointment, there's going to be a really high chance that they're going to purchase from you right then and there? Would you like to know that? Or do you want to keep showing up and going from call to call to call, taking time away from your family and not having that extra money in your bank account at the end of the month? Tell me, where's your heart? What are your thoughts about it? A lot of times people just say, I'm just going to figure it out. I'm just going to figure it out. I'm just going to keep doing it. Well, to me, I would rather somebody just say, here's the plan. Follow this recipe and you're going to be successful. Wow. Of course, then you can tweak it and make it your own. But if someone's willing to give you the steps so that you can make more money and impact more people, why wouldn't you want it? Oh, fear. The F word. Ooh, is it? Fear that it won't work for you. Fear that you'll be too successful and you can't handle it. Fear that you're not worthy. Guys, erase it. Erase all of that garbage. I lived with that. All that crap basically in your head, right? Telling you that it won't work for you, that you won't be successful, or you can't handle the success. You can. You can handle the success. Do you know why? Because you're going to make it systematic. You're going to have things running on automation. Your business is going to run. It's going to be great. And if you can't handle it, well, that's what VAs are for. Go to Fiverr and find one. Hire your family members for the tax benefits. You can do it, but don't allow the what if to stop you from making an impact on others' lives. I know every single one of you that's watching me right now has an amazing product or service. And I know if you could just get it into the hands of people faster, they could get the transformation faster. And your family, you can get that extra income and do all those great things that you want to do, the remodel, the vacation, all of those great things, the donations. You have that all within your reach. We just need to start using our time a little bit differently. Would you agree? Would you agree? Now, Millie is following my system. Look at this. She's got 4 orders already. Look at that. Look at that. She's doing awesome. Guys, I understand it's hard to make some changes, right? But I think that when you're in that mode of growth, where you're like, okay, let me take a moment. I'm going to look back at last year and I can see where I might have taken a little much too much time off, or maybe I was just like spamming everyone and I didn't realize it, or maybe there's someone above you or someone that you trust who's telling you to send these messages, but you have no way to track the people. You have no way to follow up. You don't have systems in place, and you just feel like you're just constantly looking for new people all the time. Guys, why don't we make this year the year where you're like, okay, I'm going to focus on growth, growing my business, growing my brain, growing my heart, getting into the hands of other people. So if you want to find out how we're going to do all this, if any of these resonated with you, spending time on calls or events or Zooms or webinars and not converting, that means not making money. I want to tell you something. I want to caution you, okay, guys? And is that if you say to me, well, I hold these events and I do make money. Okay, remember, my sales strategist goggles are on. This is what I want to ask you. How many people registered for the event? Okay, we said 20. Okay, great. How many people showed up? 10 showed up. Okay, great. Out of the 10 who showed up, how many purchased? 1. Okay. So there was 9 people who did not purchase. Why didn't they purchase? How are you following up with them? Does it feel weird? You don't know what to say? You're just going to let it go? What about the other 10 who registered and never showed up? How are you following up with those people? Do you see how much opportunity can be overlooked because we get so excited about the few who paid for our product or service? Again, I am a sales strategist. I help you to find the often overlooked areas of income. So all those people who registered and didn't show up, the people who showed up and didn't buy, those are opportunities. I would love to show you how you can reach back out to those people simply and turn them into your clients. It's all going to start in how you pre-qualified them. Okay. It's all going to start with the words that you're using. Sometimes we just need to keep it short. Have you heard that? Keep it simple, sweetie. We talk too much. Okay. We over explain what we're doing and we turn people off. What if I could show you how to just keep it simple? What if I could show you how to make more money today, tomorrow? Doesn't take long. Would you want to hear the steps? If you're like, you know what, Erica, I'm good, but I know my friend has a salon and I think this would be something great because she might have to go virtual again. And I would love for her to hear how she can do this. Send her this link. Okay. I'm going to post it right here for you. Okay. And I will post it under. Okay. Maybe you are a coach and you've got some programs, right? And maybe you have room for 50 people and 2 people registered. We have to figure out what happened with the other 48. If you're open and you want to hear how we can make some tweaks today, y'all, tonight, so that when you wake up tomorrow, you can change your business around and start making more money. I'd love to see you on my training. Okay. We're going to be on Zoom and you have to register. Why? Well, because I never hold an event unless I know what people are interested in. When you go to this link, you're going to see a registration form, okay? And in there, you have the opportunity to tell me something that you might be struggling with or want clarification on. Maybe there's nothing, but if there is, I certainly want to be able to address that, right? And don't worry, I won't call your name out and say this was Michelle who said this. No, I'll just say somebody asked and I will address it. I'm here to serve you. My mission is to help entrepreneurs to make more money and make more of an impact because I know that you're celebrating the yeses. But you're forgetting about the people who said not now, maybe later, the people who signed up for your webinar and you never contacted it again. You have massive amounts of people who are in your space that you're just not noticing. Let's uncover that together. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? Can you think of anybody who could benefit from this training? I believe that we're stronger together. Who popped in your head as I was saying it? Your lawn guy. Could he get some new leads? Could you help him convert? Who's cleaning your house? Right? What restaurant do you visit? Who's selling a fabulous product that you love to buy? Or maybe you don't buy, but you know that they really want to succeed. Maybe it's someone that you perceive to be in the top of their industry. It doesn't mean that there's not missed opportunities, right? If they're already at the top, maybe there's even more areas. Maybe there's someone who's thinking about starting a business. Let's get them started on the right foot. So this is where I will be on Zoom tonight at 8:30 Eastern Daylight Time. Okay. Now, if you can't make it, so that's okay. Just click on the replay. Now I'm going to tell you a secret. For those that are going to be live tonight, there's going to be something fabulous for you because I want to celebrate you for taking the time, changing your schedule to be live with me this evening. Now, I do these trainings for free because I love entrepreneurs. And I know that sometimes we just need someone to tell us the how and the why, right? How do we do that? Or to show you, oh, there was a missed opportunity, a pothole that you didn't even know about. I can't wait to see you guys all tonight. Here's the link, and I am going to be sending out an email shortly as well. All right, hope to see you guys. Let me know your thoughts. See you later, alligator.